and then one through like OBS.
Okay.
I uploaded the outplayed one, so there's no like mic settings on there, so
Oh, it's
you're just
fine.
gonna hear like a constant fan in the background.
Oh, it's fine. Don't worry. I'd mute it anyway. Don't worry.
Okay.
Right, so we are playing Maokai into Zinzao. What are our runes? Okay, so phase rush. No, no, no. What build are we going?
I'm going uh demonic into radiant virtue into shadow flame, and then from there it's kind of just situational.
Okay, so I actually really, really think at the moment that Leandries is so good on this champ because
So
yeah,
basically what I've been doing, I'm kind of curious on your perspective on this, but
hmm
I've been going to League of Graphs and I've been looking up like the top players of a certain champs, like the top three. And then I've been
okay,
going to their OPGGs and just looking at their builds, both like build path as well as runes. And then
okay,
whatever like seems the best from there, I've just been like copying that.
okay. That's not too bad. So one thing that you can do is
And then I've been just spamming this Maokai build, so the phase rush with the with those three core, and then typically like depending on what's next, it'll probably be like a Sunfire Cape or a Force of Nature or something like that. But I've got
okay.
a 71% win rate with it right now.
Okay, that's not bad. I mean, if it's working, it's working. The one thing I would probably say though, try the Andrews build. So at the moment,
Okay.
and like, so it's a little bit new, I guess, but I've been spamming it, and as you can see from all of these Maokai players, see, this one went Transcendence here, but
Your
here
screen's not
see
sharing.
Leandries. This was just weird. Again, this is like old, so this is a few days ago. So this is like a really really fresh build.
Your
Um,
your screen's not sharing.
oh my bad, my bad.
You're good.
So, so yeah, like here, see, like we've got the Leandri stuff like that. Morelos is fine too. Then we've got this guy too, which again, Leandri's recently. Leandri's here again. So even by doing this, just make sure that you stay up to date because again,
hmm
it can change really really quick. Again, see building into Leandri's. Uh,
The main guy I've been looking at, I can get you his OP in one sec. I
yeah.
think it's Yongle with two G's.
Okay. So you want to be looking primarily at Korea. So
Ria.
like
Okay.
here. So change
hmm
it to Masters Plus Korea because they're
Okay.
usually a little bit more up to date. I like US is really good too, and then just find the people here. But the thing is, Radiant in an organized environment is going to be better. But the reason why you want to be going with this build is because of these runes. So what you do is you take First Strike, and then
Mhm.
by having Demonic and Leandries, you get a massive amount of burn. And
Mm.
then because you've got Leandries as well, you get a huge amount of haste also, which then means what you do is you run around the jungle and like in the enemy jungle, you just lay down a ton of saplings. You're just everywhere in the jungle, in every single bush possible. And then what will happen is when they walk near that bush, the saplings will hit them, and then because they haven't hit you because you're just farming your camps, you always get first strike, like always. So you're
Yeah,
just repeatedly getting first strike over and over and over. There's some games where I've got like 12 to 1500 gold just from first strike alone.
that sounds broken. That's
Yeah.
Teemo Simulator, right?
Yeah, basically same thing. Yeah, yeah. It's
Yeah,
like the Timo of the jungle. So
that's
yeah,
dope.
that's why it's so unbelievably broken. But you also get the vision from them as well, right? Because they're gonna give that vision too, which is gonna mean that it's super super good. So I've actually been playing a ton of it lately because it's just so fun.
hmm
It's just so good. The only thing is make sure that you take first strike because that's kind of what makes it good. I accidentally took aftershock because the runes changed, and it still worked, but it wasn't as good. I didn't get as much gold.
Yeah.
So this again as well. Another thing with Maokai is your clears are so unbelievably fast. So what you want to be doing is ignore top lane Because look, you've got a Shen into an Alawi, so that's just going to be
Hmm.
wet noodle fight until a Shen can ult. But what you need to do is you need to provide Shen with somebody that's of value to ult, and then go from there. So what path
Oh,
do you
good.
think you could have done instead?
Well, the carries are gonna be the Echo for APC and Caitlyn for ADC, so
Okay,
one of those two.
yeah. So what path could you take based on that
Uh,
information?
Probably either E wrap start, three camp into bot lane, or full clear from blue to red and leave my options open for mid bot.
No, you still want the leash. Still want the leash. So just go this, into this, into this. So you go here, 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 and then here.
Okay.
So then you get a really early level 3 gank. Also, because this is lower elo as well, like they'll be like, oh, the Caitlyn Soraka pulled. That means there's no way that a jungler can be here, right? And then they'll go like super aggressive.
Yeah.
And then you're there and you just kill them and you're like, haha. Oh, why have I put captions on? Okay.
So my thought process was Alawi is very scary after 6, so I want to shut her down early. That way I can focus on bot and mid.
Not really, because I mean, sure, she's going to be somewhat scary, but like we have Caitlyn Soraka, and we have an Echo as well. There's no way that we're going to be in range to get multiple people in her ultimate. So just don't bother. Just get bot ahead. Like bot is your biggest priority in every single game. It has been for so many years. ADCs are just so broken, especially things like Caitlyn at the moment. Another thing that we're making mistakes with is when we're actually clearing our camps. This one we put our E in the bush, but then the next one we just kind of throw the E randomly.
Uh-huh.
So see here, like we just throw the. I think it was here. So here we hold on to E for very very long. See, we just throw the E. So it doesn't actually become empowered, so it barely does anything.
I was switching I was at a clan. I was switching Discord calls because I wanted to like record my thoughts,
Oh, okay.
but I was on a call with other people, so I was like switching calls.
Oh, okay. I mean that's all right though. But okay, so again here, like we're never really gonna catch her. Oh, wait.
Yeah, and then I was like, well, this Shen's not coming. I'm just gonna die. So like, fuck it, I'm
Yeah.
out of
So the
here.
thing is, he had minions to farm at his tower, so it's kind of hard for him to come. And he's been forced out again.
And then I see that their Wukong is behind me, or Xin Zhao's behind me. So I just passed through mid and went for a double scuttle.
Yeah, completely fine.
And then you get to watch the tragedy hits.
Oh god. Oh god. Yeah, we knocked it towards him. Oh wait, no, no mind. Okay.
No, no. So I go here and I'm like, all right, I'm just gonna back here. And I see Xin Zhao coming. I'm like, oh, this is free.
Okay. Yeah, I mean he flashed.
And then yeah, yeah. Well, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So I was like, oh well,
Yeah.
fuck.
A bit rough. So this all comes down to the early path, though, to be honest. Oh my god, Soraka has Dark Harvest. What the hell?
Yeah, that did
Interesting.
happen.
So also, when you're clearing this camp, what you want to be doing is you want to be eing in this bush and then dragging the camp to it. So you always
Hmm.
want to be looking to use your empowered E towards towards the bush. Like again here, see? Actually, we do it here this time.
Yeah.
So another thing that you actually it worked out okay. But one thing you want to do is you want to pull the camp so that you can 100% queue them all. It did actually work here, but it almost didn't. Okay.
So I saw Echo got that kill, so I'm like, oh, this is free Drake now.
Yeah.
Originally, I didn't want to do it because Xin Zhao was fed, but once I saw that, I'm like, oh, this is good.
Yeah, this is fine. What elo was this in?
Silver.
Okay.
I'm
Surprised
silver
the
two right now.
surprised the echo moved. It's okay, we'll get you to gold.
Yeah, I've got a 57% win rate right now,
Yeah, to be
but
honest,
I'm
as soon
I'm
as you
getting
try
like
this new build as
hella
well, you'll
boots.
see how unbelievably broken it is. You're not as tanky, but it's just so much free gold. It's crazy.
Yeah, that sounds kind of nuts.
So it can. It does take a few games to get used to though, but it's so good when you do it. Oh, okay.
Yeah, yeah, I didn't dodge either one.
Okay, this is fine. Okay, we push this out. Good. Get reset off. Okay. So here, another thing you could have done is just go and clear your red buff because you're gonna go into topside for this herald now, right? Anyway.
Pretty sure, yeah.
Yeah, so clear red buff first. Another good thing about going first strike as well is you get free boots, which means you can fully prioritize itemizing into your demonic.
Mm-hmm.
So at this point, instead of getting the boots there, you can get more damage. Which more damage will in turn mean more first strike, which will in turn mean more gold, which will then mean you are very, very tanky. Okay.
Yeah, I whiffed that. That was kind of.
Yeah, the thing is, it's kind of hard for you to do much here now because, again, he's on it first, and he's an early game jungler as well.
Yep.
Okay, so we see someone. Okay, it's fine. So yeah, correct players to just path all the way into bot here. I don't know why she ulted there. That's kind of grief.
So right now I'm thinking he's been pathing bot to top. So I'm thinking to myself, well, what can I trade for this Rift Herald? And I'm kind of like, well, I guess I can't trade much because he hasn't backed yet. Looking at it, I checked
Yeah,
scoreboard, like
but
48 CS.
I mean, it's
So,
not too bad because like he's gonna fall off eventually.
mhm.
So instead of looking to punish him right now, you just look to get yourself as ahead as possible.
Yeah, that's what I did.
Yeah. So
I was
another
just like,
thing
I'm
to
just gonna
note as
farm
well
that.
when you go the other build is you will want to take the blue item because what you do is you set up your saplings in a bush as you're just queuing it. Q's the majority of your damage, so you max Q. And then what ends up happening is you basically then walk the buff through the bush, and then your E will jump on it, and it'll do so much burn damage that you'll just be able to get a massive speed boost as you're like almost ganking a lane. There goes. This is nice. Okay. So it's fine to just clear this out. Okay, I mean that's fine. So here you don't really want to be using your ult because it's like you can't really get anything off it. Like there's no real advantage to using it here, right?
Right. Yeah, it was a late reaction to try and root one of them under tower.
No, it's fine. There's the real point. Just save it. You want it for bot lane anyway. Like Caitlyn's your win con. So if anything,
Yeah.
every single ult should just be into bot. Because see, now you're kind of... Oh, I mean, also the thing is now you have to kind of path away from bot, but this Caitlyn's huge. We've already done our job and got her ahead. So now the hardest part is done. We have a carry. So now all we need to do is just facilitate that carry as much as we can. So this is what, the second dragon, right?
Hmm.
Okay. Nice little
So right now
bop.
I'm just trying to peel,
Yeah.
but he ends up getting there.
You kill him though? Nice. That's huge. He's just giving away his lead. I'm surprised he didn't have 1k lead. Now you want to be looking for his buff.
I didn't have any mana.
I mean, it's
But yeah,
fine.
actually, I was looking for his buff, but
Okay, good.
Asol's taking it right now,
Oh, okay. Oh,
and I didn't have mana to
yeah. So
hop
what
up
do you
there.
think we could have done here instead?
When Asol takes it,
Well, I mean, in this, what do you think we should have done instantly here?
just like no hesitation, go for the buff.
Yes. So the issue that we're having here is we don't have a plan of what we're doing, which means you're not quite comfortable on the champion yet. Because
Yep.
like right here, like there is like I can look at this and go, at this point here, once he's used all this and then Caitlyn survives and we peel him, we know, or you should know if you play this champ more, that he is 100% dead here. Like without a doubt.
I just
So
started playing him last week, and I've got like 20 games on him.
yeah, so this will come with time, but it's the thing is you can play 600 games of a champion and not focus on anything specific, and then you can play 100 games on a champion and focus on actually learning what that champion does and what it means, and you'll do way more of those 100 games compared to like 1,000, you know. So like all
Yeah.
you're really doing is you need to go, okay, well, one of the weaknesses that I have is that I don't know exactly how much I do. So what you want to do is every time you get a certain item breakpoint, you want to be going, okay, well, how much do I do with this now? And get a grasp for exactly how much damage you're going to do with that item breakpoint, and then go from there.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, right here, it's like, okay, instantly, as soon as he's dead, you should know, I'm going to go for blue buff. Because he doesn't have it, and it is spawned. So you should be like, right, I'm going to go for that blue buff straight away. That would avoid you walking down here like this, and then kind of wasting all this time, see? Because then you waste all this, you throw an E out that doesn't really do anything, and then you sweep, and again, you take a ward, but this ward is going to die in a second anyway.
Yep.
But then because of all this time wasted, we don't get to it on time, which our Q does so much damage. So we can like instantly, we can guarantee that from the ASOL. He doesn't have any ability to sort of do that big amount of burst. Even his E, if he drops that, it won't execute for more than what your Q will do. So this is probably one of the unfortunate maps for Maokai. But again here, make sure that you're empowering those E's wherever you can. Okay.
You get to watch me dance around this blue buff for the next
Oh,
45 seconds.
nice.
Because I didn't have smite up, so I'm just playing with this Halawi until my
Yeah.
smite's up.
Although to be honest, just kind of. Oh, here we go. It's because you didn't use Q on it at all either while you were taking it.
Yeah, I just wanted to like try and slowly take it and keep my stuff up.
I mean, don't worry too much. I mean, you don't necessarily need smite against the Alawi because your Q will definitely kill it. Okay. Echo with the fancy feet. Okay. Unlucky. Yeah, we griefed here. Yeah.
Yeah.
This was just
Yeah.
straight greed, unfortunately.
I flashed for the assist, didn't
Yeah.
get it, and died. Yeah, no. I know.
I thought we were flashing for the kill. I mean, the assist is even worse. Boom. Aurelian Sol things.
No, they're doing their thing. Originally I'm like, well, I'm just gonna go path bot, but yeah, right? There's that Dark Harvest.
Yeah, Dark Harvest coming in clutch. What can I say? I guess I'm converted.
But then my whole team's dead, and I'm like, oh, okay,
Yeah, whoops.
yeah,
So what you do is just throw a Q back. If you can get the slow and then get out, then maybe it's okay. But yeah, get used to throwing E's and Q's back as you're running.
for sure. I'm like, this is criminal. I got my whole team.
Yeah, this is some illegal shit right here. Oh, okay. So now we get dragon. Does Echo kill him? Oh, unlucky with that E placement again. So we have to work very much so on our E's. Like, because right here, for example, like, we know where he's going, right?
Hmm.
So we know that our ult is going to hit no matter what. He can't get away from it unless he flashes. So wait to see him and then E here, W, and then Q him into the E.
Okay.
Because then you'll get the maximum amount of damage. The way you're viewing things is you basically want to be like a sheepdog with your Q. Like for example, like I was playing a game earlier where I had a Caitlyn. So all I was doing is looking to use my W, and then as my W went through, I was just looking to say where is a Caitlyn trap, and then as soon as I see where a trap is, I was just queuing the enemies onto that trap.
Hmm.
Because one of the biggest things with Caitlyn that she finds difficult is reliably using traps. They're a very awkward ability to use. So if you are helping her land those traps, then that is so much better for you. So here we're continuing on this. This is fine. This is a nice easy steal. So now we just want to go and clear away all of our camps. So we don't even want to reset here. So what? Why are we resetting at this exact point? What are we gonna do when we respawn?
Um, I think I path towards top side for top objective.
So second herald is completely pointless. So forget that second herald even exists unless you have absolutely nothing else to do, okay? Because the
Okay.
second herald is just pointless. There's no plates. In competitive, it's a little bit different because let's say, for example, you're playing into like an Anivia or a Rise, or even like you're playing into the Caitlyn Lux, they will be able to clear waves so quick that sometimes you need the Herald in order to break tier 1 or tier 2 mid. But when you're in solo queue, you lose so much tempo and it's just not worth it because the most you're going to get is one tower, right? Like, what, you get one tier 2, okay, that's 550 gold. But if you just go and clear out all your camps now, you're going to get over 550 gold from that anyway because you've got 6 camps up. So then what you do is you then recall with a massive amount of gold and you can get more items to be more impactful in the game. So the only time where you don't want to prioritize that is, let's say, for example, there's a dragon. Dragons are valuable because every soul is pretty good, right? So that's the only kind of exception. But again, here with the E's, making sure we're using them in the bushes instead of kind of throwing them at the camps. This is probably why your clears feel really, really slow. Um, because we're not actually using these bushes properly. So every single time you go for a camp, you're like, okay, how can I use a bush? Even with Gromp, for example, what I do is when I'm taking Gromp, okay, so this should be a quite easy kill. Nice, okay. Another kill, good. Oh, nice. Nice little burn, demonic win. Okay, so now just continue clearing your camps, yeah. Again, you see with this E, it does something, but it's not as much. There we go. So also know the burn ranges. So like right here, for example, you have demonic and your jungle item hitting it. So you don't need to walk back and hit it, just walk away. So what you do is walk away at that point.
I
And
knew
then
the I knew the numbers in season 12, but with the season 13 changes, I don't know them anymore.
Okay, so with Maokai you can burn like 2 to 300. So as soon as it's at
Okay.
that, you can kind of walk away, especially at this point. So and then what you do anyway is this kind of goes like this. It's kind of cuts here. So what you do
Hmm.
anyway is you walk away, you walk up to here, and if it hasn't died and it's not burning anymore, you just throw another Q and then continue walking up. And this is going to be even more important when you've got your blue jungle item, because that's then going to give you movement speed when you're like here, which is going to make you clear so fast. It's unreal. So here, one of the kind of issues is you have so many camps to take. Oh, I mean, actually, he just whiffed his abilities. Oh, what is he doing? So,
I
cool, no, I
don't know.
must clear the wave.
I don't know. I was like, all right, free.
Free kill. So, what we want to do here is we want to be resetting. Yeah, nice. Go into our top side, clear that away. Because sure, Transcendence is great, but it's more of a team reliant item. And it is very strong, but you kind of want to be carrying in solo queue. And you want to amplify that first strike damage. Obviously, I know you don't have it here, but. Oof.
Yeah, she's hurting.
Yeah, so we did kind of mess up. So what you want to be doing is whenever you throw your ultimate, you need to be committing to it, right? So like here, you throw it, commit to it, run around, chase her down, because then you don't need flash. The fact that you walk back there means that you needed flash.
Yeah, I don't know why, but for a split second I'm like, oh, Caitlyn R will kill.
Oh,
And then I'm like, wait a second, that's not gonna kill.
yeah, I'm not sure it does that much, buddy. I mean, she's strong, but she's
Yeah.
not lethality. I mean, full lethality potentially kills her, but
Is it cool if I run downstairs real quick? I got my food at the front door.
yeah, go, quick. That's fine.
Cool. Be right back. Okay, I'm back.
Okie dokie.
Yeah, originally I was like, I'm just gonna wait till afterwards, but then I was like, wait a sec. I have a milkshake out there. That
Oh
thing's
god.
gonna be gone. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, you definitely don't want a warm liquid milkshake.
Yeah, so I didn't realize my food we got here half an hour ago.
Oh, it was half an hour ago. Jesus.
So it's cold outside, but it's still melting, yeah.
Yeah. It's cold, but it's not quite freezing.
Yeah. Infernal Caitlyn is so crazy.
Yeah, it's broken. Okay, nice. Taking the kill. Our rightly
Hmm.
kill. We have deserved it.
Hmm.
Oh, so now we're going to watch Shadow Flame?
Hmm. Yeah, it does a lot of damage, and I'm still tanky.
Yeah, I usually go Rabadon's when I'm AP. But, I mean, Shadow Flame's really good here because they have a Senna.
So I saw this. I'm like, oh, I'm probably fucked. So I tried kiting him to this bush right here, but his whole team's there.
Yeah. So again, one of the big things with here is again sapling usage. We're just repeatedly just throwing the saplings at them. You always want to, as Maokai, your main priority is to be at the bush all the time. Because your
Hmm.
saplings in the brush are going to do way more. And then what you also do is, as you're kind of walking up here as well, you whack one in the bush because you know that if it hits him, you'll get first strike.
Mm. Hmm.
Again, even when we clear
So
this camp, we don't use it in the bush.
normally what I do is I E over that wall so that I have vision, and then W over so I just have to go through so I can go through the wall.
It's not too bad, but it's still more important because, like in this fight here, if we had one or two saplings in the bush, we could have potentially won it.
Hmm.
But there's also an argument as well that you shouldn't really be fighting on your own. But at this point, I hope we just. Oh no, we just get the straight up gold. Oh no! Oh, thank God. I thought you were going to leave without you needlessly then. I was going to get very upset.
Hmm. Yeah, I was waiting on it, and then I was like, oh shit, wait.
Okay. Oh, unlucky. I mean, it's fine that you
Yeah.
got his flash. That's so worth it. So here, now you just want to be following Caitlyn. And the thing is, here, see, we have wars in the jungle, but we should have way more. Because we should just have saplings in every single bush. That way we always know where they are. We have a ton of vision. We can play around that. And the vision is dangerous as well, right? Because if they walk into it, they get popped.
My plan here was originally to kite for Caitlyn, but then she started doing some fuck shit. So I'm like, all right, I'm gonna kite for this Echo instead.
Yeah, I mean, she's done. She's popping off, to be fair to her. Oh,
Yeah,
okay, there she
she was
dies.
doing
Gives
work.
away 700 gold. Well,
Hmm. But then I see this, they're doing some illegal shit, so I'm like, fuck it.
yep, kill them all. God, they just
My
come
whole
one by
team's here.
one.
Hmm.
Okay, then let's game. Okay, yeah, so interesting end. Interesting end. This echo was huge though. Um, but yeah, I think the main things are A, your clears. The fact that we're not really using our E for anything substantial really. We should be using that. It's basically your bread and butter ability for clearing. Well, besides Q is just broken, but like the amount of additional damage you can get out of empowered ease is so huge. So you always want to be kiting camps. Like even if you're doing Gromp, what I'll do is as I'm doing Gromp, I'll keep hitting it. I'll throw a few Qs at it, and as soon as it's down to low enough that I can kill it, as I'm hitting it, I'm putting saplings in this blue bush here, and then
Yeah.
I'm hitting it, hitting it, and then when it's low enough, I walk through. So in this case, you don't have it, but I'll walk through here or here towards where I want to go to, and then what will happen is the saplings will blow it up, and then I get a massive burst of movement speed to just run in here. So what you can also do is you can then use it to run away. You can do it with wolves as well. You can kite them around like this. You get the movement speed like here, and then you get to here with movement speed. You ult, and then you just run around into mid lane and you just kill them. So
Okay.
making sure that you're using your ease more. I would also recommend you really try that build out as well, just because it's just super easy and it'll just do so much and it's incredibly fun. Like when you get really ahead and you just put like an E in a bush and then like a Lulu walks through and gets like 75% of her HP removed, it's hilarious, especially because of the amount of vision you get. But just in general, like the main thing as well is to just get more of a grasp of how this E works. So A, there's the Q that you are kind of using it in awkward ways at times, but it's not the end of the world because it still does the damage. But with the E's, like you need to see your E is like it's wards, it's damage, it's first strike procs, it's like information overall. It's a slow, it's just a bit of everything really, So it's super good. Yeah, those are the runes, but I personally recommend double damage in the flex runes, but I just prefer that. And the cooldown is just as good as well. So yeah, those runes, it's just super, super good as well because Futures Market will also help you very, very much as the game progresses, especially if you get into Rabadons, because you know it can be difficult to recall on 1250, but the Futures Market will help you massively on that as well.
Dope.
So yeah, I think so. Try that build. Focus on your ease. Focus on your jungle clear, and also where you prioritize. As Maokai, the main things you want to be remembering right now is always try and get bot lane as soon as you possibly can. So again, 3 camps into bots. In the academy the other day, I started blue buff on red side, and I went blue wolves grump into bot lane and got a kill. So that's kind of where you want to be focusing as much as possible because they'll never expect it, especially if their laner is leashed. Because we're in kind of this moment where, like, and this will happen for about another 2 years, if not three, where people have in their mind that if a jungler starts on their side of the map, they are going to path away and they are going to thingy. So part of jungle expression comes with knowing what laners think. And then when you know what laners think, you can actually punish them super, super hard. Like, obviously, if, say, for example, I don't know, you've got, like, Ezreal Yumi bot lane. Actually, no, Ezreal Yumi's good at early levels. Um, let's say you've got a bot lane that just gets completely smashed. Like, you've got, like, Jinx Thresh into maybe Lucian Nami or something like that. Then, okay, maybe that isn't somewhere you should go to. But if you have any kind of AD that can hard carry the game, then just go bot and just kill them. Just put it on repeat. ADCs will start crying in all chat very, very quick most of the time, especially in these lower ranks. And as soon as they do that, then you just camp them. Doesn't matter if you lose camps or anything like that. You just camp them and stop them doing anything, really. Especially with your ultimate. Your ultimate is so huge that you can literally gank from out of vision with your ult on, and you will literally catch them anyway. So it's super big. But when you do go for those ults, again, you need to make sure that you're getting your E's in the bushes, and then you get on top of them with your W and push them kind of closer to the bush so that your E will hit them. But yeah, overall, I mean, fairly decent game. Again, there were those mistakes, but we'll end the recording there.